Governance is abstract and management is concrete. And directors themselves are typically managers. So the comfort zone for both directors and executives is speaking management. Managers often bring managerial level information to boards and get frustrated when they have managerial type conversations with those boards. It feels like it's in the weeds, as opposed to speaking at a more strategic level. What they need to learn is how to speak governance. And that's a challenge because it is abstract and it's not something that people generally know how to do. To do our best work, I think we have to have the courage to be frank. Sometimes that's a real challenge because clients have very specific expectations. I get told at times, you're going to find this and you're going to be able to tell us that, when in reality, we find something quite different. It's in our integrity and in our very purpose that we have to bring to our clients our views as to the reality of the situation as we see it. At times that can be challenging to clients and challenging to us, and it's difficult to bring forward information and recommendations that we know the client isn't necessarily going to like. But part of our credibility and part of our accountability to our clients is to be there as an external advisor to tell them things that they may not want to hear, things that they might be surprised to hear, and things that might at times even be difficult. And as we work with our clients year over year, seeing the results of implementing our recommendations and seeing how, in retrospect, they can't see how they performed as they had before. It's a wonderful experience to see clients behaving in ways, speaking in a new language, and not even realizing at times that they're doing something differently because it feels so good and so natural and so right doing what they're doing now as opposed to the work that they were doing before. The new era of governance doesn't just affect boards. Managers and executive teams are having to behave differently, to show up differently to their boards and to their management teams than they did in the past. So the expectations on managers today are very different as they face their boards. We help those managers to understand the new expectations that are placed upon them by directors. We help them, in fact, improve their chances of promotability through executive ranks, including to the role of CEO. And when they're in that role of CEO, we help those executives to understand their relative responsibility in respect to the board, how to communicate effectively with the board, and how to operate in that context of a board so that the entire board and management team work effectively together, understanding respective responsibilities, and together contributing to the value of the organization.